Delighted to welcome on the show for the very first time. He's all the way over there in Thailand. A man, probably the best unsigned UFC talent in the world on the featherweight division is Mr. Brendan Loughnane over there in Thailand. Brendan, first of all, how are you, my friend? Appreciate you taking the time out. I know it's late over there in Thailand. What's going on over in Thailand, my friend?
Oh yeah, it's great. Well, thanks for that introduction. I like that one. But yeah, no, it's great. Training at Phuket top team, getting some good training over here with people from all over the world, and yeah, it's been really good. And I've got my brother Andrew Devant out here, so I'm helping him for his camp, and then we're gonna fly to Austria for ACB.
We know you've been over to Alliance in the past, Brendan. You know you've trained back at home, obviously in Manchester. Why Thailand? What's the big appeal for you about Thailand?
I don't know. I just love the lifestyle. I love the training. I love the weather. I love the food. Everything's great about it here. Some high level training. So I feel like in order for me to progress, I need to be here, and that's why I keep coming. To be honest.
What's it been like in the last few months? We've seen a lot of guys, obviously Tom Ducana, a fight I believe, and I think most of the media and the fans believe you won back in Dublin at Bama 22. Seeing guys like that sort of progress on, and we've seen your fabulous performances in your last 3 or 4 outings, most notably obviously against your buddy Mike Wilkinson. What's it like looking on, seeing these guys, you know, in the UFC being signed? A guy that, let's be honest, you did beat at Bama 22 and Tom Ducana.
Yeah, no, I'm just happy for them guys that they're doing well, and Tom in the UFC now. I hope he does amazing. I'm sure that he will. Great young talent, but you know, let's not beat around the bush. I beat Tom Ducana, and I did it pretty comfortably, and showed my level. I should be in the UFC, but I'm not. But I'm not going to complain about it. It is what it is. I'll fight who they put in front of me. Like you say, I'm coming off 4 consecutive knockouts now, and I don't know. I reckon the UFC have just lost my number. And this Marcin Warsack, whoever he is. I've watched one of his fights. He's slow as fuck. He won't get out the first round. So if KSW want to throw some money my way, I'll happily fly to Poland and finish his career as well.
What do you think it is that, you know, was there something that happened with you in the UFC? You know, obviously you fought there once, the fight against you know, Mike. You obviously avenged that loss. Was there any issue with the UFC, with the brass in there between you and them?
Nah, nothing at all. I reckon they just forgot my number. I reckon David White's lost my number. Nah, I'm only joking. I just hope that they don't remember me from the little boy that used to be in there. I mean, I'm a man now, and since then I'm 9-1 since I was in there, and even that one loss is not really a loss. So let's put me 10-0 since that last fight against Mike Wilkinson, and even that was a dodgy one. So if you want to put it at that, we're looking at 15-16-0, aren't we? Really?
Yeah, no, that's no. I look back at that fight today as well, you know, and you are 16-0 in my book and on your professional record. Is it frustrating, you know? Do you feel maybe sometimes it's never going to come? You're never going to get that call from the UFC the way things have gone.
You know, ever since the last one, I just hear every day, you do this and you'll get in, do this and you'll get in, do this, and I just think I can't be asked. I'm just enjoying my life and my career. If I go back in, I go back in. If not, I'll just enjoy what I'm doing.
There's obviously a few things on the table. I read a report there potentially. Your good pal Patrick Pimblett. You know, you've made up with Graham Boylan. You know, he's obviously coming off that loss to Nad Armani. What's your thoughts on that fight potentially happening? Is that something you'd entertain at this point?
Well, it's not just Paddy. People said Martin Stapleton. People said Saul Rogers. People said Paddy Pimblett. People said, and these people are losing, aren't they? I mean, all coming off losses, so they all lose the stock really. And I don't know. I just need someone that's flying. And right now, it's just only me really at the top of the heap, isn't it?
Yeah, do you feel as though there's nothing more for you to achieve? Obviously, you know, they're, you know, well-touted talent on this side of the pond. Is it almost too much of a risk for you to take one of those fights at the moment?
Listen, I'm at the stage of my career now. I'm 27, not getting any younger, and I want to get paid. And there's still serious money in this Paddy Pimblett fight, as you see from that poll that got put on Twitter. Yeah, people are still crazy about it. So, Paddy Pimblett, find your tail from between your legs and let's still do it. People still want to see it.
Is it going to happen though? What was your conversation with Graham Boylan like?
It was if Paddy wins and we get it on, and Paddy's unfortunately lost. But yeah, so basically I spoke to Graham Boylan. Graham Boylan said if Paddy Pimblett wins, the fight was done. We were making it happen. Unfortunately, he lost. So now it's kind of lost a bit. But really, the fight was that hyped up over the last year or 2 years that the public still want to see it. So I'm still down to do it. Paddy's, I don't know where he is. He's hiding somewhere now. I don't know. Let's just make it happen. I don't know what's going on. Like, everybody else is coming off losses now. I don't know who's left. So for some reason, I put that poll on Twitter and look at the percentages. People still want to see me and Paddy Pimblett. I don't know if it's a Manchester-Liverpool thing. I don't know if it's a featherweight thing. But it's still... Listen, my phone's ready to ring, and I'm ready for any of them fights. Warsack, Pimblett, any of them guys.
Definitely, yeah. Who'd say no to any of those fights? Obviously, there's a couple of big UFC cards coming up here in Europe. You know, if the call was to come, you know, are you ready to jump in there? Obviously, at lightweight as well, potentially.
I'm always ready at either weight. Either weight, they can call me and I'll be ready to do it. But like I say, I'm not desperate. I'm not out here sat here waiting by the phone every day for the UFC to call me. That ship sailed for me. I'm sick of hearing it. You're gonna be in. You're gonna be. I'm sick of hearing all this bullshit. Do this and you'll be in, and don't take this fight because you'll be in. It's irrelevant to me now. I'm just getting on with my life and my career. If they phone me, sweet. If they don't, it's no skin off my nose anymore. Yeah,
well, they should have phoned you. Let's be honest about it. But right, a couple of more things before I let you go. I want to get your thoughts on that fight, on the potential of that fight happening against Pimblett. Obviously, you know, it will be a huge fight. Would it be the biggest fight in UK mixed martial arts history in a lower sort of weight class?
I think it would have been until he lost. But now he's lost. He's kind of lost a bit of stock, hasn't he? And let's be honest, that fight doesn't go out the second round. Let's be honest with ourselves now. After that performance, it was terrible. Paddy Pimblett don't get out of 2 rounds with me.
So what's the plan for the next couple of weeks? Are you going to stick it out there for a while? Obviously, with that camp, you know, is it back over to Alliance? Is it back over to the UK? Staying ready ahead of a potential fight?
Yeah, I'm just staying here and training my ass off. And when a fight pops up, there's a couple of things in the working at the minute. Top team are working for some fights in Asia for me. Whatever pops up, man, I'm ready. 45, 55. I'm finding it really difficult to get matched at the minute. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but like you say, I need to be in with the world's best, and they seem to be in the UFC, so if they want to give me a ring, they know where I am.
There we go, guys. Listen, I do appreciate taking out the time. I know you're over there in Thailand. Do appreciate it. And listen, hopefully the UFC will come ringing on your phone, because I think you deserve it. If not, you know, I think a lot of people would like to see that Patrick Pimblett fight or the Polish Zombie over there in KSW. Brennan, listen, I do appreciate the time, my friend. Hopefully we'll do it again sometime.
Thank you very much. And sorry about the bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no worries. We'll do it again sometime anyway. We'll have you on and we'll get you on the phone and we'll have a proper chat. But do appreciate it, my friend. Best of luck.
Thank you, bud. Thank you very much.